And that coincides with the start of early voting across every state and territory now. It comes as the Electoral Commission also issued a warning to the Yes campaign over the use of their purple signs. Live to Trudy McIntosh, who's at a polling booth in Yes. Trudy, take us through the issue here.
Well, Laura, the problem here is the proximity of this Vote Yes sign to those official signs from the Australian Electoral Commission. The Yes camp was using purple and white, the colours that are also used by the Electoral Commission. I'm joined now by the Electoral Commission spokesman, Ekin-Smyth, who joins me here in Yes. How serious is this a concern for the Electoral Commission, and was this just a once-off?
Well, we've seen it at least one polling place. Clearly there's a potential for confusion in terms of the source of the message, given the proximity to our signage. So we've asked the Yes23 campaign to rectify it, and that's what we'd expect to happen.
And what was the response from them? Did they say this was just a mistake, or was it more deliberate?
They've said they'll comply. So we're looking for that to occur, and pre-polling continues. It's been fantastic so far in the first day. We had about 100,000 votes cast yesterday, so it's a great start. Remote mobile polling still happening, so we're really looking forward to the full early voting period.
This was a big issue at 2019 as well. There was those two signs in 2 seats in Victoria. That was then went to the Court of Disputed Returns. Is this the sort of thing that escalates this time around, or was that just a once-off last time?
We've been really clear in our communication around the use of purple. We'd prefer people, if they're going to use a campaign colour purple, please do it in a way that can't be confusing. We want to make sure that electors are really clear on the source of messaging. So that's what we've asked the Yes23 campaign to do, ensure that their signage is in an appropriate location given the use of the colour purple, and we'd be expecting them to comply with that.
More bigger picture, how is early voting going? Is there any sort of different hurdles we see with this compared to a federal election?
They're very similar. Looks, feels, smells, hopefully with the democracy sausages, exactly the same as what an election is. The big difference, of course, is the ballot paper that you get. You're voting either yes or no, in full, in English. Please follow those instructions, and everybody's having a good time.
And just for people who might not know how this process works, if you cast your ballot early, what then happens to it? Does it get counted now, or does it wait until election night?
Absolutely waits till election night. We can't count anything before polls close at 6 p.m. on that Saturday the 14th. So we'll count everything cast that day. The vast majority of early votes that are cast as well will be counted on the night, and we might have to wait some time for some postals though.
Perfect. Evan, thanks so much for your time. We're here in Yes in southern New South Wales. It's a regional community, one that feeds into Canberra. We spoke to voters about how they plan to vote at this referendum. Do you think the whole debate's divided people?
Absolutely. Very much so. Right down to our families. But I really object to political influence, where the people are actually saying that we're either stupid or racist if we vote one way or the other, and I think that's very, very wrong.
So whatever happens, it's still going to divide the country. So
I think the polls will probably be a little bit understated, the size of the no vote, and that's based purely on a feeling, based on the fact that things are quite quiet. It's not a conversation around dinner tables. It's not a barbecue stopper.
You know, it's something that I will start bringing up, because I think there needs to be more awareness on this topic.
Yes is located in the federal electorate of Eden Monaro. It's currently held by Labor MP Christy McBain. For a long time, it was considered the bellwether of Australian politics, voting the same way as we saw the country vote and who became Prime Minister. Big question, Laura, does that trend extend to this referendum as well?
Yeah, good question, Trudy. Thanks so much.